Good morning, friends. This is Professor Srikant Jagtap, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of NB Navle Srinagar College of Engineering. Today, we are going to discuss about job evaluation to be carried out in an industry. See, it is a very important or a systematic way of determining the value worth of a job in an organization. See, before proceeding to the process of job evaluation, let me give you few examples. As you are students, you know that in a college, the organization structure. Let us take the example of our college. We have got campus director, we have got principal who is designated at the level of professor, then there can be the readers, deans, then HODs, then senior lecturers, lab assistant, technical lab assistant, and peons, and last the working staff. All are working for you. All are working in a designated stipulated time schedule. But the worth or the value of each work is different. Even the lab assistant working for physics and chemistry department has different work, and a technical lab assistant doing the experiments in the technical lab has the different worth. Let us take the second example of watchman security and an Indian soldier. See, all the three are doing the same security job, but the watchman working for 12 hours, the security guard working for 12 hours, an Indian soldier working at the border saving the country. All the three are doing the same work, but the worth is different. Now, if you go in a company after your graduation, the general organization structure of a company is a managing director, general manager, deputy general manager, other managers department wise, then the officer grades, then the supervisory grades. In supervisory grades, again, there can be 3 to 4 grades. Then there are workers, it can be skilled worker, semi skilled worker, or unskilled worker. All these again are working for a company, but the worth of their work, the value of their work is altogether different, and hence the wages paid to them are different. Let us proceed to the next slide. The process of job evaluation. As you can see on the screen, decide which jobs are to be evaluated. First of all, when we have to do the job evaluation, we should know of which job we have to do the evaluation. Then we have to do the analysis of that job, and then we have to prepare the job description in detail. Systematically, we have to rate each job based on job evaluation. Then the evaluated job is to be rated. The job evaluation categories are as suggested below. First of all, when we are doing the job evaluation and we are categorizing it, we should categorize on the following basis. That is, first is know-how, means how much experience does he have, or what education he has qualified for that particular job performance. See, for peon the job qualification is different, for a lecturer it is different, for the post of principal it is altogether different. Means for a lab assistant it is just a diploma holder, for a lecturer it is a MTech, for a principal post it is PhD and postdoctorate. Likewise, means experience and education counts. In that, the second point is specialized technical or practical know-how. Means when a person is acquiring a good salary, obviously he has gone from all the stages and he knows the duty of everybody working below him. So he has every technical and practical know-how. The next aspect is managerial know-how. See, when a worker or a manager, they are working at their own levels, they should know or they should manage their work. Means coordinating the activities, planning the activities, and organizing the activities. And the last in that category, that is human relation skills. Means a human is basically a social mammal and should have the good human relations. He should be motivating, he should be having a training, he should be developing the others through motivation. Second point, as far as analysis to be done, that is problem solving. Means he should have the mind of analysis, evaluation, creating, reasoning, arriving at the end and coming to the conclusion. That is problem solving techniques. The recent example we have is our COVID 19 virus. So, the government of India initially opted for Janta curfew, then they opted for 21 days lockdown. Now, considering the human behavior of Indian, they have extended the lockdown for 15 days. So, this evaluation and reasoning aspect is to be there, and accordingly, the decisions are to be taken. In that, the second point is thinking environment. In thinking environment, it defines the degree to which the incumbent is free to develop answers to problems. Means day-to-day problems do occur while working, and his response in solving the problems is very much important. In this problem solving, the next aspect is thinking challenge. It defines the complexity and uniqueness of problems and may range from repetitive to highly creative. Next aspect is accountability. Means it has got three elements, that is freedom to act. See, as the person goes at the higher level, he has the freedom to act, but he has also have to plan and ask the juniors to work according to the plan, because he has planned for the end results and he knows how his organization or the uh, job function is working. So that accountability is important. So we have to compare these above points and the value with respect to job, whether it is industry or a servicing industry, and accordingly that compensation is to be decided. See, process of job evaluation has following steps: selecting the method of evaluation, classifying the jobs, installing the program, and reviewing it periodically. Basically, let me clear you that job evaluation, they are not absolute, they are relative. And from the job analysis, they assess the type of job and they do not assess the people. Means when I say a senior lecturer, then his duties and responsibilities are defined, and accordingly his wage plan is decided, his monthly increment, his yearly increment, sorry. Then the lecturer, his basic, his scale structure is to be thought of. According to that, the features are to be considered. Secondly, when we talk about job evaluation, it is not a particular person, it is a group of people. Means it is not for a particular person. Means it is related to subjectivity. Means it does not fix the pay scales, it just provides the basis for evaluating rational wage structure. Means if it is army, it is navy, it is air force, then the parallel posts, related to that, or the railways related post related to that designation are thought of, and the basic pay structure scale, we can say that, that is defined, and according to the risk, according to the value, according to the work, other parameters may differ. Benefits of job evaluation: it tries to link the pay with the requirement of the job. It also helps to determine the relative worth of a job, the importance of a job. The equitable wage structure is a natural outcome of a job evaluation. See, after every 5 years or 6 years, when there are fourth pay commission, fifth pay commission, or sixth pay commission, the enhancement of pay structure is to be revised, and accordingly, this job evaluation base becomes the basic for the new pay structure. Third point is, an unbiased job evaluation tends to eliminate salary inequalities. See, when we are defining a pay scale or a wage structure, the if ever there is injustice to one group of people, then there can be a havoc, there can be a mismatch which hampers the performance of a job. Benefits of job evaluation: job evaluation, when conducted properly and with care, it helps in the evaluation of new jobs. Means every company, every organization is ever expanding, so there may be a chance of new jobs, and in that case, when we have the job evaluation of previous activities, we can define the new job and its wage structure. Next is, it points out possibilities of more appropriate use of plant's labor force. See, in any company there are thousands of workers. We have to categorize them as regards their skill, means whether they are machinist, whether they are in a foundry, whether they are working in a jig and fixture section or a tool room. Likewise, then there can be a skilled worker, unskilled worker, semi-skilled worker. That categorizes to be done, and accordingly that wage structure is to be finalized. In the next lecture, we will be studying about job evaluation methods. Thank you.